your favorite Alabama insider and sports media personality. Just tapping in real quick. Not going to be a long live stream, just tapping in to give you all basically a morning intro. We're going to start getting a lot more live interactive live streams going, where we'll be on scene with a lot of different events going on this off season, a lot of camps, a lot of 7-on-7 competitions, a lot of recruiting visits, a lot of interviews, just a lot of stuff going on. And we're praying that God continues to provide like He has so that we can continue to grow. You have been doing a great job in sharing the content. We are almost at our 5K goal. Just like 2 more weeks left in the month of May before we hit our June goal date that we want to hit this 5K. So continue to like, share, and subscribe. If you're jumping in live, I appreciate you. And then if you're catching this post live, just like the video. Like the video and prepare for our 8:30 a.m. live. That will be 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be live with our morning show. It won't be a long show. We have cut our shows down, our morning shows down to segments, um, due to, we have retained more viewership post live. So we want to keep those shows short and sweet, direct to the point, interactive, and give fans who and supporters who watch post live an opportunity to get active in the conversation in the comments so that we can continue to drive the algorithm up for our channel. That's what we want to do. We want to create an environment of engagement. So, on today's show this morning, though, I was watching old Alabama videos as I always do. I fall asleep with old um, Alabama games playing in the background, and there was an era of the Saban era where Alabama went through just a transition of quarterbacks, and I think we forget about it. After AJ McCarron left, we went through a whole whirlwind. Blake Sims, Cooper Bateman, Jake Coker, Blake Barnett, Jalen Hurts. That up until Jalen Hurts, we were just reaching, reaching to the in the bucket, just seeing what we can get. So, um, but this team, it gives feels of a confident defensive team with offensive weapons that, man, if everybody figures it out, we can be dangerous. We can be dangerous. Good morning, Teresa. You need to start exercising. Oh yeah, I'm headed to the gym. I'm headed to the gym. But good to see you. Thank you for tapping in. Good morning. Good morning. But yeah, so we looking at it now, and I'm like, man, this is an eerie similar type of year. That Blake Sims, Jake Coker years. Those years were some quality years. I know we didn't win the national championship with Blake Sims, but we were one game away. One game away from being in the national title game. We lost to Ohio State in that first year of the college football playoff. That was the Blake Sims starting year. Then the next year, Jake Coker and that squad, they go crazy. I think we're right there. Last year with Ty Simpson in the squad, getting into the playoffs, losing to the eventual national champions, Indiana. That Bama team, that Saban coach team, lost to Ohio State, the eventual national champions. It's a lot of eerie similarities. So we're going to dive into that conversation. I'm not going to give it to you all right now, but we're gonna dive into that conversation on the morning show, 8:30 Central Standard Time, and then also, and let me know how the audio sounds. I don't know if it's coming through. I don't know if it's coming through the headphones or not. I don't want it to be if it is, but we'll be here. What in the world? Where are my mods at? Anyways, um, and then on top of that, y'all, we got a conversation what we said, the 2016 comparison. We're going to dive into a little bit about recruiting. Like I said last week, there was some things that transpired in some of the targets in this 27 class and the 28 class. Some early commits going to start rising early June, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's everything is coming together for Bama, and all the doubters were fearing this day. And I knew the window would be a small window. I've always had this thinking of There will be a small transition of power during the everybody getting used to the new portal era, the NIL movement, the realignment of conferences. That was going to take time. There was a power shift, a slight power shift, but I don't think that there is enough skill and talent gap for us to just completely write off the SEC because of a 3 year quote unquote drop when it's not necessarily a drop. You still have the SEC representing majority of the conference. I mean, majority of the spots due to the strength of schedule, due to the talent levels on these rosters, due to the portal ads and losses. So it's a lot of things that still have me in a space of feeling like that Alabama's right on the cusp of reclaiming the dominance that everybody seems to think the SEC is losing. I think Georgia's right there still in it. I think when you look at teams like Ole Miss and what they were able to do last year in the midst of all the drama, they're doing some of the right things. Vanderbilt and Coach Lee are doing some of they're doing the right things. Uh, who else? I think it with Florida and Coach Summerall, they're going to have a chance to do some crazy things. And then even in Auburn, man, I keep saying it. I know I joke on the live morning show, but we're just walking and talking, so we can just be real. Even at Auburn with Alex Golish and DJ Durkin over there on that defensive side, that's going to be interesting to see how these next 3 to 4 years, how the SEC shapes up. I'm not one to go and throw my hat in the bag and say Alabama will be 4 years SEC running type of. I think we'll be in it every year that Kalen DeBoer is here, and we continue to recruit at the level that we recruiting. I think we will be right there in it. But because of what's happening in the SEC, and just so happen, let's just say because we know LSU and Lane Kiffin is a solid recruiter. We know Lane Kiffin can get out there and recruit. Now he has LSU. This year it's probably going to be his band-aid job. And then I think two years down the road, if he starts to, settle in and finally take somebody take him serious or allow him to have that type of control he wants, him and LSU could be dangerous 4 years down the road. So it's the SEC ain't going nowhere. So we'll kind of dive into that a little bit in the conversation in the morning, and then tonight we have our 7:30 p.m. call-in show. So we got a lot to talk about, man. Y'all go ahead and share it out. Let them know that we're gonna be live 8:30. The link is already up or should be up. Um, if it's not up, it will be up. And live at 8:30. I want to tap in with y'all. Make sure y'all here 8:30 Central Standard Time. Jump in the comments. Jump on the voicemail, the phone lines right now. You can call in and leave a voicemail. I would love to hear some of your thoughts, especially topics and conversations that you want to hear on the show. Get in, call in, say your name, put me in the game, Coach Smook, and then just say what you got to say. For example, we had Coach Shep call, not Coach Shep. We had our big brother. Did y'all see that bird just kind of just fly by my face? That's weird. We had our brother Shep called in um and left a voicemail. And it's like, hey Coach Smook, it's Coach Shep. Put me in the game. And he went in on about, the mentality of the defensive play calling and how he just wants to see Kane Warman continue to be successful because you know he feels like Caitlin DeBoer is giving him a chance. And those are topics that create good conversation on the show. So y'all call in, share your thoughts. We want to hear the voices of the fans, of the supporters, of the people that actually drive the show, which is you. And if you're new here, hey, it don't take long to get acquainted to the AAA family. Take an opportunity to join the AAA membership. If you want to support us and help us continue to grow monetarily, we got a membership program. Probably the cheapest you're gonna see on YouTube. And that's just to help support and keep us growing. But we also get inside information, regardless of what the haters say. we get validated, we get better, we get inside, we do what we gotta do, and we get you the information you are desiring, the stuff you need to know. So that's going to be it here for the Walk and Talk morning segment with your boy Coach Smoot. I am, yeah, Coach Smoot, and this is the Coach Smoot Network. I love you all, AAA family. Thank you to all our supporters, our sponsors. Um, Want to thank you for Frederick Harris and the Farmers Insurance family in Hoover, Alabama. Want to say shout out to First Place Barber here in Montgomery, Alabama, and in the Cut Barbershop, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. We appreciate y'all for y'all support and y'all love, and every other partner, Helping Hands LLC. We appreciate you, Goomba Bullies, man. The Bully Kennel XL Kennel. You guys looking for some quality protection home pets, some home babies, some big brother babies. Check my boys out, man. And all everybody else that supports and helps. Shout out to Walk On Sports Bistro. We appreciate them for providing us a space on that platform. And then we got some new connections we made this past weekend. So y'all, we'll check in with y'all later. Y'all be blessed, man. Oh, and when you see me in the streets, holla at me. Say put me in the game, Coach Smook. I catch y'all on the next one.